Hey guys, and welcome to Ragnarok Stars 2023 GGH Playoffs. We are your casters for tonight. This is
And
James.
my name is MG. Let's go! Oh my god, I
Let's
missed
go
this.
indeed. Yes, MG. It's
Yes.
been a while since we
Yep.
last casted
Yeah.
Ragnarok tournaments such as this one. But of course, our viewers might be asking, what is Ragnarok Stars? Ragnarok Stars is a regional tournament which will be happening in October. Representatives from Korea, Thailand, Taiwan, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, and Philippines will be holding a competition in Jakarta, Indonesia. The overall champion will receive exclusive costumes and
Oh.
cash prize.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Indeed, yes.
And
But tonight we'll be having the ROGGH Playoff. The ROGGH Playoff is an exclusive GGH only tournament. The stakes are even higher in this tournament as not only will this determine GGH strongest, this is also an opportunity to fight stronger opponents and to represent GGH in an even bigger event.
yes.
Wow.
Yes, I can wait
All right.
to see the guilds actually. I heard that they've been practicing a lot lately. And we have a good lineup of guilds as well for tonight. Mm.
Yes, a good lineup indeed. But yes, let's introduce first our first match for tonight, MG.
Yes, for our first match tonight, we have Last Nightmare versus Audi Solid 27. Yes, that's our first
Yes.
match.
Yes, Last Nightmare is recognized as one of the guilds with exceptional skill within the realm of Ragnarok Online. Last Nightmare Guild serves as a testament to the superiority of quality over quantity. They have emerged victorious in various Ragnarok tournaments and have gained the distinction of being the most esteemed amongst their peers.
Yes, and speaking of OD27, OD27 is actually
He
named.
saw it 27
Oh,
MG.
OD Solid 27. Yeah, I keep on missing the name. Yes, OD Solid 27 is actually named after the core members of Opus Dei. So remember Opus Dei, right? This is actually one of the guilds that I really like. And at the same time, Opus Dei guild is composed of 27 staunch and loyal members, like its parent guild. OD27 represents a community of Ragnarok online gamers with a mutual interest to have fun, to form bonds of friendship, and of course to advocate. This is what I like, to advocate good sport and fair play. Let's go, OD Solid 27.
Yes, and of course we do value bonds and friendship as well. So to strengthen our bonds, guys, please do like and share this stream. Of course, this is the GGH playoff, and
Yes.
wow, this is what people are waiting for, a regional tournament, and this is a GGH only tournament. And whew, we've been getting a lot of requests for this one.
Yeah, actually, they've been wanting the GVGs and all. So here we are. The GVGs, this is for the GGH, and I can't wait to see the improvements and the adjustment. Talking about adjustment, there's gonna be a lot of adjustment between the guilds that who are gonna participate for this round or for this tournament.
Yes, very much indeed. But they have the sufficient time to practice. They were given a lot of practice time actually, and I can say the teams in GGH are really practicing hard against one another,
Oh,
just to improve their skills and to last and to prove themselves that they are GGH strongest and to represent GGH in Ragnarok Stars 2023.
that's true. It's about time to have that guild who will represent GGH
Mm-hmm.
on the biggest tournament for this year, I believe. Yeah. So yeah.
Yes. And what's different right now for this tournament is that the items are different, and of course, we are now playing at 170, level 170,
Yes.
and job level 60 characters. So you can expect some more, let's say, intense gameplay coming from our players right here. And of
Yeah.
course, this is an updated patch. This is patch 70.1, I believe, and there are updated skills, and yeah, we'll see how these teams adjust to
Yeah.
these skills that we have in this tournament.
Yeah, talking about 170, you have a lot of stats to play with, especially if you are going for a burst damage class. You can actually opt in for additional vitality on this time. So you still have that damage and still have that extra tankiness for your character. That's why 170 is kind of tricky to build for your specific characters. To be honest.
Yes, and actually, MG, let's move on right now to the game as it will start in just a bit. MG, are you ready?
Of course, let's go. This is what I've been waiting, and I'm really excited. Especially, I'm actually seeing familiar guilds as well, so I'm really excited to see if there is a huge improvement on their gameplay, or if we're going to see a different meta for this 170 level cap. Oof.
Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing a different one as the match will start. We are going to be playing in map number 3 right now. OD Solid
Mm.
27 moving up, but Last Nightmare wants to actually take this to the next level. As you can see, Last Nightmare going in. We have a curse circle come from Last Nightmare. Oh,
Whoa!
destruction come from Last Nightmare right here. Gates of Hell coming from OD Solid 27, targeting that Archbishop. But as you can see, Last Nightmare got the first blow and making sure to take down the members of OD Solid 27 one by one.
Oh!
High speed car tram by that mechanic of OD Solid 27, and Last Nightmare is leading right here. And now they are looking for that final member of OD Solid 27.
Yes, that was a really quick play coming from Last Nightmare. I think Last Nightmare just wanted to catch them off guard with this one. We saw a quick connection there coming from the Sura, that third circle, and they managed to land, I think, a suicidal destruction there from that mechanic.
Mm-hmm. And now we have that Stork,
Oh!
and of course that Shadow Chaser. Guillotine Fist!
Oh!
Oh, not enough damage to actually take that Shadow Chaser down.
Yep.
And now OD Solid 27 still trying to do their best and attack Guillotine Fist once again, but not enough to take down that Sorcerer. And OD Solid 27 is
Masquerades?
just making sure to survive the attacks of Last Nightmare. They are feeling things out. Of
Yep.
course, Diamond Dust Psychic Wave will come out here coming from this Sorcerer. They are just trying to deal damage against Last Nightmare right here.
Yes.
But Curse Circle, Guillotine Fist once again, but
Oh!
not enough
Not this
damage
time.
to take it down. And another White Prison will trap that Shadow Chaser.
Yeah, so if you, I mean, the 170 stats is pretty obvious that I mean, it's affecting the gameplay for this ROS tournament that we have. We keep on seeing the survivability of that Shadow Chaser from that Guillotine Fist of that Sura.
Mm-hmm. And now another White Imprison will go off. Lex Ether now. Will we see a Guillotine Fist to finish
Let's
this
go.
off? Okay.
Full buff.
We're just waiting for this final blow coming
Yep.
from Last Nightmare.
Okay, I think this is the flashiest way you can do it to end the match. A Guillotine Fist. A skill ender. Let's go.
Okay, but they're still actually not finishing off the Shadow Chaser right
Yeah.
now. But yeah, nevertheless, Last Nightmare got ahead because of that first blow with that Curse Circle followed by that Suicidal Destruction. Just taking down OD Solid 27. That stack right there, they weren't able to actually retaliate
Yes.
immediately, and they didn't actually check things out beforehand because they got surprised. They got rushed by Last Nightmare right there.
Yes. It's actually a good push there coming from Last Nightmare. But one thing that I wanna commend OD Solid 27 is they didn't paddle back. They fought back immediately on that fight, and they managed to secure like few kills as well. And right now, I think they're trying to try to feel the current fights right now. I think they're kind of confident that okay, I'm not getting one hitted by this Sura. So maybe next round we can actually see a an adjustment coming from OD Solid 27.
Yes, actually, I'm surprised that Last Nightmare didn't go for that Gates of Hell, but instead opted for that Guillotine Fist, which has a cooldown before you can actually regenerate your SP.
Yeah.
But yes, Stormgust will go off and just those damage kills to try and take down the final member of OD Solid 27 right here.
Yep. Just imagine the tankiness
Mm-hmm.
of 170 Shadow Chaser, and there you go. They
Yes,
managed
there
to
you go.
finish it. So 1-0.
Yes. As Last Nightmare will take this first round.
Yes. Wow. Oof.
All right. I think Last Nightmare was waiting for that suicidal destruction to cool down. That's that's what they waited for a little bit longer so that they can have that cooldown of that mechanic.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, cheer for your favorite teams in the chat and
Let's
hello
go.
to all the viewers right here. Good luck, LN. And yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go. Yeah, so come
Yes.
here, chat. Yeah.
Yes. Again, I was really impressed how the match goes. I mean, Audi Solid 27 didn't back down on Last Nightmare. They fought back immediately the moment they saw a quick circle, because normally the reaction of on the tournament, when they have that scenario, they immediately fall back, regroup. But on this fight, OD Solid 27 fought back immediately. They know that they have the firepower, and they are very confident about their lineup. So definitely next round, maybe OD Solid 27. Yes, OD Solid 27 might take a round here versus Last Nightmare.
Yes, but OT Solid 27 needs to adjust their strategy a little bit there because they got rushed by Last Nightmare. And looking at the lineup of Last Nightmare, they have that Shadow Chaser, they have that Warlock, they have that Mechanic, and they have that Sura. And you know what's different here?
Mm-hmm.
In ROS 2023, this is
Mm-hmm.
the GGH Playoffs. They don't have a minstrel.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't have a minstrel. They don't have songs.
No braggy buff.
There's no braggy, there's no anything. They have no songs, and they opted for that DPS. They opted for that damage, that oof, that firepower to take down their opponents. And for the lineup of OD Solid
Yes.
27, they actually kind of went the same. No, actually not the same way, but because they still have that minstrel on their lineup.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, you
You,
need to prepare yourselves for
yes.
that firepower that Last Nightmare is going to bring, because again they subbed out that performer, that
Mm-hmm.
minstrel, for another class in which they can deal more damage.
Yes. It's actually the lineup of Last Nightmare was really good. Like, they know the patch, they know the 170, they know the weakness of the minstrel right now on this current patch. So they actually maximize the damages of other classes. On the
Mhm.
side of OD Solid 27, I think they're still um managing on those performer buffs as well for their core members.
Mhm.
So maybe we might see those effects later on because they have their first round. So that might, bring a bit of confidence on their side. So I'm very keen to check this on the second round.
Yes, and OD Solid 27 might surprise us right here because
Mm-hmm.
again, these teams have been practicing really hard for this tournament, and I'm looking forward to OD Solid 27's performance for tonight because again, this is they are up against Last Nightmare, and Last Nightmare, as we know in GGH, it is a guild that is tough to defeat if you don't have the decent strategy or firepower to deal with their guild. And of course, they proved it here in the first round. They dealt with OD Solid 27 in round number one with
Yep.
enough and decent firepower to take them out immediately. I'm not sure why they waited a little bit longer. Maybe they waited for that mechanic to cool down that suicidal destruction, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's what it is, and they managed to take all members down of OD Solid 27, and we are about to proceed to round number two.
Yes, I agree with that. I think OD Solid 27 needs to position. I think the only thing that um one of the factors that they lost on that round is their positioning. I think they're not
Mhm.
expecting that Last Nightmare will rush in immediately at their back lane. So I think if OD Solid 27 can actually just stay in on their position, because they have yes, again, you have the Sork, you have the performers. I think that can actually can actually give you a good security for the ground fights as well. So
Yes.
they should have at least a proper position instead of just running away. So yeah, let's
Mhm.
see.
Yeah, and position is key, especially in fights such as this one. But right now, you are going to be spectating the side of OD Solid
Yes,
27.
sir.
And I'm quite excited on how this match will play out. You know, this is going to be a tough one for OD Solid 27 because they already lost the round number one. So, what do you think they need to do to change things up against this firepower lineup of Last Nightmare?
Yes, for me, I think they need to be careful on their. Again, number one is positioning. They need to decide where to position their characters. Second is the execution. Again, they have a Sura wherein they can actually lock the players out, and they have a,
Mm-hmm.
mechanic to destroy them on this round. And I think
Mm-hmm.
the Shadow Chaser managed to identify that he can
Mm-hmm.
actually tank and move at the backline immediately. So they can
Yes.
capitalize on that one as well.
Yes. And now let's move on to the game screen right now.
Yep. Okay. So right now, OD27, just to give you a heads up of their lineup, they have a Shadow Chaser, Warlock, Mechanic, Archbishop, Minstrel, and of course, my favorite, Royal Guard. Let's go.
Wow, Royal Guard.
Yes.
Well, OD Solid 27 went for that, you can say, standard 7 versus 7 lineup
Yeah.
that they can, deal damage pretty decently and defend themselves pretty decently. On the other hand, for Last Nightmare's lineup, it's pretty much like a glass. You know, it's a glass cannon for Last Nightmare.
Yeah, true.
And now, round number two is about to begin. Let's see what will happen, MG.
Yes, let's go, guys. Again, this match number 2 is gonna be between Last Nightmare versus OD Solid 27. And right now, OD Solid 27 is moving on the north side. Same strategy, but again, they know that there is a chance that Last Nightmare might go for the backlane again. So they saw one player from Last Nightmare now in a good positioning here. A quick Gates of Hell there, taking one member of OD Solid 27, and now OD Solid 27 is falling back on this one. No backup coming from that Shadow Chaser, and right now, one player is getting caught here. The Royal Guard is actually down. And I think last night we're just rushing down this match. They know they can actually punish everyone, and that suicidal destruction attempt coming from OD Solid 27 failed. And yes, a quick finish. Oh no, there's no finish yet on the
Mhm.
side of Last Nightmare. Last Nightmare is still chasing down the members of OD Solid 27, and right now a good RG or regroup here coming from OD Solid 27, trying to regroup, trying to catch up what they lost on this one. But again, a quick strip there coming from that Shadow Chaser of Last Nightmare. Woof.
Yes, and I think what happened right here was that the Royal Guard really got caught by the members of Last Nightmare right
Mm-hmm.
here. So only Solid 27, they got disadvantage because again, that Masquerade Ignorance and White Imprison to take down that mechanic of OD Solid
Oh,
27 just rendered that mechanic useless at the time being. And now they
yes.
are to target this mechanic. Suicide Destruction is not yet up or not yet casted the OD Solid 27 since he still has that Mado gear up at hand. But of course, they have the
Let's
Soul
go.
Burn as well. The circle will land, dealing
Oh!
damage to take down this mechanic.
Yes, the mechanic's still surviving on this one. Again, this is the beauty of having like multiple classes or DPS classes. Like it's really hard to focus down or to pinpoint who are you gonna focus. I think that's actually one of the problem of OD Salt 27. Maybe they're having a confusion on which character to target with on this one. But right now, yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So That took
I
them
think
long.
yeah, that's going to be it. As a
Yeah.
last nightmare took down OD Solid 27 right here, and
Yeah.
yeah, OD Solid 27 just really was just really startled at that time when Last Nightmare pushed in. Again, Last Nightmare used that Shadow Chaser, or used their Shadow Chaser to scout
Oh.
things first before going in. While their Chaser was scouting, they were just there at the middle of the map. They
Yes.
didn't push
Exactly.
through. They waited for that Shadow Chaser to make the right command before they actually push in and take down the members of OD Solid 27. And Curse Circle, Suicidal Destruction, they got
Favorite.
two from OD Solid 27 right there.
Yes. I think we saw one attempt as well coming from Audi Solid 27, a quick suicidal destruction near on the bridge. But again, the reaction time of Last Nightmare was on point on that attempt. So they managed to counter hit. They tried to delay that mechanic, tried to finish down. Then from one player to another, they just take down each player of OD Solid 27 one by one. A very good strategy and coordination coming from Last Nightmare.
Yes, as a last nightmare, we'll be proceeding to the next round, and it's a good game, well
Yes.
played for OD Solid 27.
Yes.
Yes, all
Very
right.
solid effort. Let's go.
And yeah, let's have a quick recap of what happened, MG.
Mm-hmm.
Round number one, Last Nightmare really rushed in. Actually, they did the same strategy: Shadow Chaser, Scout, Curse Circle, Suicidal Destruction. But at that first round, they got managed, I think, to take down 3 or 4 members of OD Solid 27. At the second round, Curse Circle, Suicidal Destruction once again,
Mm-hmm.
taking down 2 members of OD Solid 27. Again, using that Shadow Chaser to scout first.
Yes.
Okay, that's really important. And just to inform you guys, the item list that we have here for this tournament, my purple card is available to be used. So you can actually check if you are getting scouted. Someone is there, someone is not there. So you can use different types of cards and items available for this tournament for you to utilize in the game.
Yes. Not only that, including the stats as well, stat wise. Like I said, there's a huge factor about the stat distribution for this one. We're talking about 170 level. So just imagine the stats that you can actually use to pump up your defense as well, right? So we managed to see the tankiness of the Shadow Chaser on the side of OD Solid 27. He managed to survive on multiple guillotine fist coming from that Sura. And again, I think Last Nightmare is aware that there's no way for one specific player on their side that can be one-shotted by that Sura. So that's why they're
Mhm.
very confident on scouting, or just they put one player ahead of them just to get that vision. The moment that they have that vision and control on the map, a quick body relock, then curse circle, connect with a follow up of suicidal distraction, a 1-2 combo that's very popular on the tournaments, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, they're just sticking with the basic, but upgrading the core or the stats and items as well. So it's like a really good mix up coming from Last Nightmare. Sticking with the basics,
Yes.
strats, plus knowing the patch. That's actually a very important thing to note if you're joining
Mhm.
a tournament like this. So yeah.
Yes, all right. And again, good game. We all played. The congratulations to Last Nightmare, and it's a
Yes.
tough run, but good game. We all played to OD Solid 27.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and shout out to everyone in the chat. Oh, LM
Sup?
Gaming TV. Shout out James Pool 30 eggs. Sure, PDM. Speaking of the eggs, of course, we have the ROS 2023 eggs in ROGGH.
Oh.
Get your hands on the time limited items like Sealed Samurai Card, Perverse Demon Mask, and Spell Circuit. Of course, it will only last until 3rd of August. So make sure to get your hands on ROS 2023 eggs right now.
Wow.
Alright.
So much event for the ROS.
Yes.
Wow.
of course, speaking of ROS, we still have that ROS 2023 coin exchanged for an exclusive costume Phoenix cloak, which looks really awesome, by the way, with just 150 ROS 2023 coins. The visual of this costume can be upgraded in future updates, which will be announced separately. Take note that this is the only time you can get this costume. Costume and coins are not tradable. Right, sad to say,
Yes.
but you look
Still,
pretty
yeah,
awesome
of
with that
course.
Phoenix cloak. Yeah,
You,
so if you manage to get one, you're a pretty awesome player right there.
dude, you cannot play Ragnarok without cosmetics. Trust me.
You,
So you guys
you,
better get those costumes now. True.
all
Right?
right. Yes, and as we prepare for match two, everyone, we will be taking a short break. When we come back, it's going to
Yes.
be the match between.
Nemesis Elites versus Bad Royals, guys. So make sure to stay tuned and get your friends watching the stream.
Yes.
Let's go, chat.
All right. Again, this is Ragnarok Stars 2023 GGH Playoffs. We'll be right back. And we are back here at ROS 2023 GGH Playoffs. Once again, we are your casters. My name is
Hi,
James.
my name is MG. Let's go.
Let's go
Hey.
indeed, as we are going to be starting match number 2. So, MG, who are the participants for match number 2 for tonight?
Yes, for match number 2, we have Nemesis Elites versus Mad Reals. Let's go.
Okay, all right. The Mad Royals for Nemesis Elites. Well, actually, Nemesis Armada was formed in 2020 during ROMSP
Mm-hmm.
server. Their guild name originated from their guild master Nemesis. Their
Oh.
guild was composed of different generation of players from old PRO, other servers, and new players from MSP who have the same mission and goal. Nemesis Armada is a medium-sized guild with proven track record in War of Imperium and GVG-oriented gameplay at its highest competitiveness level and fairness. Their ultimate goal is to enjoy the game while continuously improving players' gameplay to exceed expectations and be one of the rising top-tiered
Yes.
medium-sized guild. Camaraderie and loyalty is the bread and butter of their guild, hence, new members are also welcome to join their growing family. Guild's motto, those who block our way will be perished.
Perished.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. The moment I saw that guild motto, like, oh my god, this is the guild that needs
Yes.
viewers.
Anyway, for Mad Royals, in this war, we will be fighting again our most powerful enemies yet. But we are
Oh.
not afraid. We have
Oh.
trained hard and we are ready for anything. We will not back down and we will not surrender. We will fight until the very end and we will emerge victorious. Catch
Wow.
them in the upcoming GGH playoffs, which is this one. This is Mad Royals.
Wow.
What a
Um.
nice guild introductions,
Yeah.
though.
I'm loving the introductions from the guilds. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go, guilds. Let's go. Oh my
Wow.
god. Those
And
introductions. What?
yes.
I mean, it's a really what do you call this? Classic and the same time a bit of role play. Is that's actually one of the best things about Ragnarok Online. So yeah,
Mhm.
very
Wow.
impressive. Props to the introductions. Really good, guys. Let's go.
Yes, and yeah, while these teams are waiting to battle against one another. I'm loving the introductions already. They have the battle of the introductions.
I think I'm gonna give like 10 points to Nemesis Elites for the introduction.
Yeah, they have a long one, but Mad Royal
Yeah.
as well is also pretty good.
Yeah.
But our match will be starting in just a bit. MG, what do you think of this matchup?
Well. I'm gonna base this on the introduction. Well, based on the guilds lineup as well, I think we're gonna see a fast pace fight again between these two guilds, Nemesis Elites versus Mad Royals. The only thing that they need to watch on is the positioning on this map. Again, this map is kind of crazy because you have a choke point at the middle where you can actually camp and range pressure your enemies. And the same time, if they're gonna do a rush play, it could be a double-edged sword on for their side. So they need to be careful on which strats to pull off for this one. But again, lineup-wise, I think they're the same. So I'm pretty excited to see if Nemesis Elites can pull this off or Mad Royals can pull this off. So yeah.
Yes. And now let's move on to the game screen right now. MG, what are you seeing there for Nemesis Elites?
Okay, for Nemesis Elite guys, we are actually seeing a Royal Guard here, a Sura, Shadow Chaser, Archbishop, and Mechanic, and the last one is the Warlock.
Ooh, so they have
Yes.
a pretty stable lineup. They also have their Royal Guard right there. And of course, to be a little
Oh,
bit
the Minstrel, yeah.
defensive right there, they also have that Minstrel, right? No?
Yes, they have a Minstrel. So I think they're gonna
Have a
opt.
Minstrel, yeah?
Yes,
Hmm.
I think they're gonna opt in for a very standard push here. So they have the defense, they have those quick skills because they have the Minstrel. But for the
Mhm.
DPS, I think the DPS is kind of fair on this one, unless the Sura will opt in for a burst type Sura. But seeing on the HP of the Sura right now, I think he's gonna be a utility type for the meantime.
Well, there's a difference in terms of meta because, again, if you guys check out the item list that is available, I can say that there is a Tao Gonka card available for purchase here in this tournament, but it's quite expensive and they are only limited to 20 million Zenny to use for this tournament. So they really need to be careful in terms of spending because you don't want to spend that much for just one card. You really need to take care of what you need versus what can get you the win, what can get you the advantage against your opponents in fights. So you really don't want to take that risk and burn all your Zenny in one go. But again, you can change things up if you want. You can try different builds, try different lineups, just so that you can gain advantage against your opponent. But planning is also part of the battle, right,
Yes,
MG?
true.
Mm.
Yes, again, that's actually one of the difficult part of the game. Again, you can have all the execution on your side, but in the end of the day, those execution should be fitted with the right equipment on their characters. So yes,
Yes.
the vying phase and equipping the characters is pretty tough versus on the
Mm-hmm.
execution on in the fight as well.
Yes, and I want to talk about the lineup of Mad Royals. They are rocking with a Mechanic, Sorcerer, Royal Guard, Rune Knight, Warlock, Sura, and Archbishop, actually. Yes.
So no minstrel for their lineup.
But I think they have the right amount of strategy to take on this match. Let's see what they will do here in this match. Of course, they have a pretty solid lineup, and they have like that firepower that they need to deal damage against their opponents here.
It's actually true. Again, you mentioned that Mad Reals has a Rune Knight on this one. Again, I think Rune Knight is kind of really good for this patch and the same time for the 170. So I really want to see how Mad Reals can actually maximize that class versus Nemesis Elite. Sorry, but again, Nemesis Elites, the lineup they have, it's pretty standard. They've been using this on the tournament, so I think the familiarization on this one is kind of is very easy for them.
As Mad Royals is actually going up and will try and cross the bridge, but Nemesis Elites are just behind them. Will they clash right now? Though Mechanic almost going in. The Warlock actually from Mad Royals. Oh, my ignorance on that Sorcerer. Suicide
There we
Destruction
go.
come from Nemesis Elites taking down that Sorcerer. But now we have that Curse Circle come from Mad Royals just locking up that Royal Guard of Nemesis Elites. Now Spellbreaker Vacuums will get casted right here. And now Nemesis Elites don't have that Suicidal Destruction, but Mad Royals, they still have that Warlock, they still have that Sura, who is going to deal damage here. I think that Warlock got caught by that ignorance right here. That's why they aren't able to do that much damage. But Gates of Hell will connect against members of Nemesis
Yes.
Elite. And now it's a brawl
Oh,
right here. We have ignorance once again, we have that strip coming off and actually taking off the equipment here of Mad Royals. But as you can see, Mad Royals are just holding it strong. They still have 6 members versus Nemesis Elites with 7 members still. They need to
yes.
take one down to
Oh,
even out the fight, but of course that full strip connected along with that ignorance come from that Shadow Chaser. But both Suicidal Destructions are out. Talent card is getting casted. Okay, we have that high-speed card ram now getting hit on that minstrel, but Metallic Sound is
yes.
actually what this minstrel is doing against Mad Royals right here.
Yes, and if you're going to check the sustain coming from Madrials, they've been getting hit by multiple damages. And right now, Madrials is trying to paddle back on this one. The Royal Guard is saving everyone earlier, but right now he got those statuses on top of him. So I think the Royal Guard needs to fall back on this one. No sustain there coming from Madrials. Madrials is trying to survive here on the damage of Nemesis Elites. Nemesis Elites relentlessly dropping those damage on top of their on top of the enemy players. And right now, Mad Royals is left out with 3 players, or sorry, 4 players. And those 4 players are trying to fall back and regroup, but there's no chance is given here by Nemesis Elite. Nemesis Elite is just trying to push in and punish everyone from 4 players down to 2 players, down to 1 player. And right now they're just finishing the last player of Mad Royals, and Mad Royals did a good job there. But again, Nemesis Elites, they know what to do. They actually drop those heavy bombs or heavy damages on top of solo players. A good coordination there coming from Nemesis Elites. Let's go.
It was an all-out brawl at the
Yeah.
start of the match. As you can see,
Wow.
Nemesis Elites actually just went in and taking down that sorcerer. They didn't waste that chance. If they got that sorcerer locked up, suicidal destruction, taking down that sorcerer, and I think they were fine with it at that time. So that's why Nemesis Elites will be taking round number 1 of this fight.
Yes, a really good fight there. We actually saw a good exchange of like damages coming from Mad Royals and Nemesis Elites. But again, the sustain. I just want to commend one of the Royal Guards of Mad Royals managed to sacrifice like 3 players, and those 3 players are not dying because of those sacrifice on him. So a really good job there on Mad Royals. It's just I think they just lack a bit of damage for this one. So yeah.
Actually, you know what happened right there? Nemesis Elites, because they were playing with the Shadow Chaser. Shadow Chaser just caught everyone with his skills. Actually, just going in, ignorance, full strip, just making sure everyone is disabled from Mad Royals. That's why when they were dealing damage, they couldn't deal a lot of damage. They couldn't prevent a lot of damage getting taken from Mad Royals because again, Shadow Chaser is really a class that can provide a lot of utility. In
Yes.
order for you to use that class really efficiently, you need to practice hard and make sure you know all the skills to use and who to target as well. So props to the Shadow Chaser of Nemesis Elites. And I
Yes.
can say Shadow Chaser users are pretty cool.
True, true. I mean, they're actually one of the tempo setters of the game, especially on the tournaments. If a good Shadow Chaser can actually penetrate inside, hit the back lane, or even draw attention out of those 7 players, that's actually a good win already. And just want to bring this up on the on the live. I think the minstrel right now, I think is it kinda out of the meta right now? Because I think majority of the guilds right now are opting in for a damage based character instead of a support class. So
Well, Minister can still provide a lot of utility,
mhm.
but you just need to know what to do and when to do it. That's my opinion for this patch that we have here in this tournament. And from what you can see, guys, there is no more rug skills for the
No
carpet
more land,
skills.
yes,
No
no
more
more land
carpet skills
protectors.
for
Oh my
the
god,
Braggy
sad.
because for this patch, this is a the Braggy or the songs are party buffs,
Yeah.
right? So they just need to cast it one time and they're good, basically.
Yes, and props to those for our participants. It's really hard to adapt and study as well. Right now, I think majority of the classes are they actually practiced a lot, and we saw the output of their practice. I mean, they know the patch, they know what they're doing right now, and it's a very like you need to burst one player at a time instead of doing like one hit kill on one player then you move on this patch. It's more on a team play and more on one focus on one player first then move on to the second player. So I think that's the patch currently right now, and where in everyone is I think enjoying this patch because it's not a rush game anymore. Yeah.
Yes. And speaking of moving on, as our players are still preparing themselves to fix up their characters in a bit, You can now move on from your pets. Introducing the Pet Evolution Part 1, pets can now be evolved.
Oh.
Say bye to manual feeding and experience slower intimacy reduction and more with evolved pets. Pets that can be evolved include the Pouring to Mastering, Savage Bebe to Savage, Peko Peko to Grand Peko Peko,
Oh.
Orc Warrior to High Orc. So now you can move on from those tier 1 pets to a better pet.
I like that.
Evolve them right now.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Alright.
Yeah, but I don't think I like to have a high orc. That's grayish, right? So
Oh, that what?
I mean orc, high orc.
Guys, what? Can you everyone in the chat right now? Can you tell me what's the color of high orc? I think
Wait.
MG is confused right
Dude,
now.
it's kind of like grayish, right? Like I've been there in the Aldebaran clock tower a lot of times.
Let us know the color of high orc, guys. Please to let us know the color of high
Wait,
orc.
oh
in the
no!
chat.
I was referring to the zombies. Oh my god! Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat.
Oh no, alright. So please cheer for your favorite teams. Good luck, Nemesis Armada.
Yes.
Shout out MG said here by Nino a while ago.
Oh yeah. Nino, ano ba? Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. What's up, Nino?
Oh. Yes, congrats, Nemesis Armada. PN best.
Yes, and same goes with Arsenal. Arsenal is watching right now. What's up, Arsenal? Let's go.
Oh, yes. Hello to everyone in the chat.
Yeah.
Of course, you are watching Ragnarok Stars 2023 GGH Playoffs.
Yes.
Again, GGH Playoffs. Sorry. GGH Playoffs is an exclusive GGH only tournament because the stakes are even higher in this tournament, as not only will this determine GGH strongest,
Yes.
this is also an opportunity to fight stronger opponents and to represent GGH in an even bigger event. All right.
Yeah. Just imagine like representing GGH versus other, guilds as well and servers. That's gonna be really cool.
Yes.
And yeah, I think right now with the current strats and metas, I think we have a big chance on succeeding after this playoffs or qualifiers. Yeah.
As what I can say, MG, experience is key. Practice is essential.
Yes, that's
for
true.
you to proceed with the tournament, because again, you need to practice a lot for you to be better, all right, than their opponents. Like what the other teams did, they just practiced a lot. They studied the meta, they studied the skills, they studied the cards and everything. They wanted to know how to win in this tournament. That's why they really need to study the gameplay, study the tournament, study the characters to use, and you can see the adjustments that they did here in the GGH playoffs. They adjusted really well compared to what we had before the tournament we had before, which is Ragnarok Asian Masters. For this one, they really adjusted. They didn't go for the standard lineup, standard meta that we had before, because again, right now we have an adjusted level, we have adjusted mechanics and stuff,
Yes,
so that you can proceed accordingly.
that's true. That's true. Study and understand the meta. Yes.
Yes, all right.
Okay, so let's go to the lineup of Mad Royales now. Let's go.
I think this is Mushi B who commented pink. I think this was the color of the high order earlier.
Dude, come on. Let's go, chat. Let me know. Remind me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Guys, round number 2 of match number 2 is starting in just a bit. As you can see, Mad Royals are preparing themselves right here. At the same time, Nemesis Elites are doing the buffs that they need as well.
Yes. And right now, I think the lineup of Mad Royals is really working on them. It's just they need to concentrate on one player, then drop all of their like high DPS single target to burst one player down. And yes, I think the match is starting now. Let's
Yes,
go.
here we go. Also, some destruction!
Oh!
on that bridge,
I,
taking down four members of Nemesis
oh my
Elites.
god.
What the play coming from Mad Royals? What?
Aggressive.
No, no, only three members went down.
They don't have any DPS dealer right now.
It's, actually, DPS damage dealers of Nemesis Elites went down because of that suicidal
Oh,
destruction.
here we go.
Now
Oh,
Tsuna,
he needs to be
Mad
careful. He needs to be
Royals,
careful.
will just take down the members of Nemesis Elites one by one. Masquerade, Ignorance,
What?
Gates of Hell to finish off. Windmill, I think the White Man Prison caught him right there.
There you go.
Okay, White in prison, but that will miss. Gates of Hell will miss because there's a White in prison right there. Windmill and Curse Circle to actually lock that Shadow Chaser up. Dragon's
Oh
Breath to deal
wow.
a little bit more damage right here. And another White in prison right here. Coming from Mad Royals. The spells
Yes.
will go off as well. But wow, what
The
a
read.
quick attack and nice suicidal destruction coming from Nemesis or from Mad
Royals,
Royals.
yes. The read coming from that mechanic, landing with with confidence, landing that Suicidal Destruction on top of Nemesis Elites. It's I'm actually speechless. Like I'm not expecting that Mad Rails will play really greedy on that one, and actually it paid off. Like they managed to secure that win, and yeah, everybody supported that mechanic on top of that suicidal destruction. So a good save as well. But
Mm-hmm.
Nemesis Elites, they got really surprised on that one.
Yes, and now Mad Royals actually just type right here CD mechanic. They're gonna wait for that suicidal destruction to cool down,
Yeah.
basically. All right, and now Mad Royals are just waiting for this clock to tick a little bit right here, as the score will now be 1-1, and we are heading on to round number 3.
Okay.
Yes, oh my goodness, what a nice play!
Wow.
You gotta see it though.
I wasn't
You gotta
expecting
see
that
it.
suicidal
Oh,
destruction.
the score was
Oh yeah.
all right, yeah. Actually, you can head on back to the game MG just to see how it finishes. All right, so yeah, as the score will get fixed
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
We
Okay, let me
apologize for that one. All right, and now Mad Royals will just finish this off, and yeah, MG, what can you say about that play coming from Mad Royals?
I think it's a good play. It's a like a an unexpected strategy coming from Madrigal. I think that's what you need on this tournament. Like you need to have those unexpected um strategies and force our opponents to an awkward spot where they cannot recover anymore. And that's what
Mm-hmm.
Mad Rails do on this match. They landed that quick suicidal destruction. Nemesis Armada is locked up on that square, cannot fall back, and one by one, that Sura is just sweeping or cleaning everyone up. And yeah, Mad Royals, I really like how they pulled it off. So yeah, good job,
Mm-hmm.
Mad Royals. Good job.
Yeah, and you could say that it's quite hard to pull that off here in this map because again, you need to get the timing right and you need to have the perfect amount of expectations for your opponent to do just that before you actually push in. But Mad Royals managed to execute that perfectly. Taking down three members of Nemesis Elites right off the bat as the match just started. So you really need to be quick. You need to be careful where you want to push through because again, this bridge in the middle is very dangerous. I can
Exactly.
say.
Yes. It's actually a make or break spot here. Like if you don't have the full control of the square, it can actually end up for you to losing that match versus your opponent. But seeing materials earlier, the way they go into the square on this map, they're pretty confident that they know that they can pull it off. They know how to
Mm-hmm.
do the exit and maneuver to the entire space of this one. and they're not staying at
Mm-hmm.
the middle, so they're actually properly distributed on the top side and the south side, so no one can actually get bursted. If they're gonna get bursted, it's gonna be only on one side, and the other side can do a backup, so a good distribution there as well on materials.
Yes, and I'm not know what I don't know what they are waiting for. Actually, I think the mechanic cooldown is already up. You can actually use that again, but they are still waiting for, or they are not. They're still not finishing off the Shadow Chaser of Nemesis Elites. And I think the match timer or the store timer is enough for you to have that cooldown for your mechanic. So yeah, we're just waiting for Mad Royals to finish this match off, and yeah, we need to get ready for round number 3. And I can say Nemesis Elites just need to be really careful threading the path here in the middle of the map, because again, they don't want to get caught in something dangerous such as that one. And for Mad Royals, they need to watch out for the execution of Nemesis Elites, because again, they can get caught, or their sorcerer can get caught once again by the suicidal destruction coming from Nemesis Elites, and they can get pinned down really quickly.
Yes. Yes, I agree on the side of any Nemesis elites, but I think what one thing that I really want to add on their positioning is leave one player or put one player ahead of your entire team, right? Because that one player, if they're gonna have like a mini scout in front of their team that can actually can give the information to the entire team where to reposition. Because earlier we saw there's no time for them to reposition their characters. They got punished really hard by Mad Royals, because Mad Royals managed to see that they regrouped on the square side of this map, and we know that if you are gonna go there, the suicidal destruction is pretty common to land on that area. So yeah, positioning.
Yes. Yes, pretty common positioning is key indeed. And wow, how about our viewers right here? As
Let's
what
go.
you saw earlier, it was a good execution of that suicidal destruction card from Mad Royals. For Nemesis Elites, again, they need to thread the that bridge carefully, because they don't want to get caught in something like that again, and it will reduce their chances of winning for round number 3. For Mad Royals, they need to be careful. Again, they don't want to get caught by Nemesis Elites. So, depending on whoever takes that middle island,
Mm-hmm.
will have the advantage in this match. Again, that middle island, at this round, both of them actually just tried to take it. For round number 1 earlier, it was Nemesis Elites who just actually went in and took that middle island,
Yes.
because Mad Royals went up and tried to not clash with Nemesis Elites immediately. But I think for now, Madros gained the confidence. They adjusted their strategy. That's why they are now, utilizing their strategy to attack Nemesis Elites and to provide that them enough firepower to take them down.
Yes. Definitely confidence. That's what
And this is key.
confidence. Yes. Madrials has the momentum as well. They have the momentum. They won that match, and right now Nemesis is actually back again on for an equal match. They need to win one more to proceed on the next one. So for Nemesis Elites, they just need to play it safe, play how they executed on the first round, then discuss it properly to the members that they got this. We won the first round definitely. Second round is just there is a small miscommunication, but for the third round, we got this. So I'm expecting Nemesis
Mhm.
Elite can bounce back versus Mad Royals. Mad Royals as well. Hopefully they don't shift their things to a passive strategy. They need to move on an aggressive pace, because that's their strength right now. The aggressiveness, the reaction time is really on point, and on Nemesis, think that they can counter hit this one as long as they
Mm.
focus on what the movement is.
Yes, and shout out to everyone in the chat right now.
Let's
Hello, hello
go.
everyone. Please do like and share this stream again. This is match number 2, Nemesis Elites versus Mad Royals. This is round number 3. This is actually going to be the final round for today, for tonight actually. And
Yes.
we actually managed to reach round number 3 because these teams are neck and neck. They want to move on to the next round and represent GGH in Ragnarok Stars 2023.
Let's
If
go.
you're asking what is Ragnarok Stars is a regional tournament which will be happening in October. Representatives from Korea, Thailand, Taiwan, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, and Philippines will be holding a competition in Jakarta, Indonesia. The overall champion of that tournament will receive exclusive costumes and cash prize. All
Ooh.
right.
I wonder what costume is this.
Oh, pretty much a very valuable, good, and cool looking costume, I can
An
say.
exclusive champion costume. Oh, let's go.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Yes, and speaking of costumes, in ROGGH right now, we have the consumable synthesis update. You can synthesize all 6 of the previous Bender elements and acquire Costume Light and Dark Master. You need to visit Sink Shady in Morok to get that costume. All right.
Yeah, I really like the Firebender. The
Mm-hmm.
Firebender auras like yeah,
Yes,
Firebender.
if you like
Or
that
Windbender.
firebender, you need to see the light and dark master.
Oh.
Yes, master the light and darkness with that new costume. All right.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, exciting costumes awaits everyone. So make sure to do check the patch as well, and make sure to check as well on how to get this. So you can check
Mm-hmm.
it on our Facebook at the same time on Discord as well. There's a lot of guides or a lot of people who can help you.
Yes, and as what you can say, MG, cosmetics, costumes.
You cannot play Ragnarok without
This
cosmetics.
key.
Again, cosmetics is a must. Trust me.
Even if you don't have items, just have costumes and you're
Yeah,
okay.
just stand in front of the castle, then wear a gorgeous costume or the
Yes,
best costume that you have. Yeah,
that's
that's it.
this is the
It's
moment
over.
that I can say costume is like.
True. True. Don't get plus 15. Just get the costumes, bro.
Yes, alright. You no need for upgraded weapons. Just as long as I have decent costumes, I'll be fine. But anyway, now the teams are getting set. We are now heading on to the map right now. And my goodness, this is going to be one great match. So, we actually reached round number 3. This just shows the preparation that these teams did for this tournament, MG.
Yes. You can actually appreciate the time and effort that they actually put in to the craft of doing theory crafting for this one. Again, a huge adjustment from this team because we're talking about 170 level 170 with adjusted with the items as well. It's a no joke for the teams to to send to connect everything into one piece and to battle out versus other opponents.
Mm-hmm. And now the match will be starting in 1 minute, MG. I'm so excited for this match. I
Come
can't
on,
wait what happened though. Woo.
let's go, boys. Here we go, guys. Start. The game is about to start. Again, the match is between Nemesis Elites and Mad Royals 1-1, and we are heading now on the third round. Let's see who will win on this round. So, James, are you ready and excited?
Yes, I'm really excited for this match. Again, Nemesis Elites are rocking with practically almost the same lineup right here. They
Yes.
have that Minstrel, Mechanic, Archbishop, Shadow Chaser, Morel Guard, Sura, and Sorcerer.
Oh, Porsche. Let's go. Okay. I'm actually kind of nervous for some reason because again, there's a lot of like movement that they can do. But again, let's go and watch if Mad Royals will push for a rush play or Nemesis will do the rush play. This is gonna be really interesting between these two guilds. Is yeah, I think I think they might go for a rush play. Let's go ahead and see.
Okay. We have that front slide coming from Nemesis Elite. As you can see, Mad Royal is actually just taking that
Oh,
island for now. Nemesis Elite is just sliding slowly right here. They don't want to make the same mistake as they did earlier. As you can see, damages coming off right here. Oh, Mechanic of Mad Royals, Gates of Hell. No.
oh,
What? Destruction card from Nemesis Elite taking one down from Mad Royals. But as you can see, another Gates of Hell will land on Nemesis Elite right here. And Sura taking down one member of Nemesis Elites right now. And this is going to be a 6 versus 6 matchup. As you can see, Land Protector will get casted right here. And of course, buffs will go off. Damage on Gates of Hell. Mad
here we
Royals
go.
taking one more down in that attack coming from that Sura. But as you can see, Nemesis Elites don't want to give
They're
up
gonna push
just
now.
yet. They still have that Sura. It's going to be a 6 versus 5 right here, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, oh, actually 5 versus 5 right now.
Yeah, there's an
But
exchange of damage.
Sura, Mechanic Sura Gates of Hell trying to damage that Royal Guard. And who is going to go down first? Pinpoint attack, Gates of Hell. They're targeting Sura.
Here we go.
Oh!
Oh,
Got taken down, and now they are going to attack that mechanic right now. 4 versus 5 right now in this matchup with Nemesis Elites leading the numbers. Okay, this is going to be a
yeah.
Nemesis Elites match. As you can see,
Vacuum.
that's taking down the members of Mad Royals
Oh,
one by one. Psychic Wave, Earthwave, and you can see the skills that this sorcerer is doing just to survive, just to deal damage because they don't want to give up just yet. Diamond Dust
like
and
Saturno.
Ghost Slasher. Of course, another full
Full
strip,
strip.
and I think they are going to go for that guillotine fist to finish this off. No, Gates of
Gates
Hell.
of Hell.
Gates of Hell, no. No guillotine fist right now because of that dispel.
Yes.
And Gates
Oh,
of
that's
Hell
it.
and that Overbrand will take that sorcerer down as Nemesis Elites
Nice.
will take this match.
What a gameplay coming from Nemesis Elites, from paddling back, waiting for the opportunity, waiting for the dive of that mechanic coming from Mad Royals to isolating that mechanic. And right now they're bouncing back from this positioning. And yeah, a good push there coming from Nemesis Elites. They secured a good win with a five, oh, is that 5 member alive versus Mad Royals. A very well executed push there coming from Nemesis Elites. Wow.
A very well executed push and attack coming from Nemesis Elites. Again, suicidal destruction at the start. Mad Royals also got one from Nemesis Elites. That's Suda of Mad Royals just taking down the members of Nemesis Elites. Gates of Hell after Gates of Hell. I think that's Suda managed to take down 2 from Nemesis Elites right there. As Nemesis Elites, they just stood strong. They executed their strategy really well. They didn't falter even after everything that happened from the push of Madros, from their attacks. And yeah, it was a great match. And congratulations to Nemesis Elites. A good game, well played to Mad Royals.
Yes. Just want to comment how Nemesis Elites made that spacing. Like the moment that that front slide landed, there's an immediate disable waiting for that mechanic. So the spacing that Nemesis Elites did, it was really good. It was perfect for me. No one got hit by that or no one got really punished by that suicidal destruction. And then from there, one player they managed to take it down. One then another player, then they steamrolled to the entire group of Madrials because they know that they're only fighting less numbers than them. So very good read coming from Nemesis Elite, plus the patience. I just want to commend the patience, James. The patience there coming from Nemesis Elite was really insane. So good game, well
Yes.
played, Nemesis Elites.
Good game, well played, and that's going to be it for tonight. Congratulations to Last Nightmare and Nemesis Elites for moving on to the next round of this tournament. And again, ROS 2023 playoffs or GGH playoffs happen every Mondays and Wednesdays starting from July 31, which is today, with the finals on August 14,
14.
Mondays and Wednesdays 8 p.m. So make sure to catch it live only here at Ragnarok Online GGH page.
Yes. Yes.
And yeah, what a great battle that we have. Next up, of course, for Wednesday,
Yes, for our Wednesday, that's gonna be August 2. We have Alpha versus Autumn and
OTOG.
OT OG. Yes, the OTOG. And for our second match, it's gonna be XYZ versus Memento Mori. Oh.
Yes, all right. So that match is also something to look forward to. And yeah, what a great night that we had. What a way to kick off the ROS
It,
2023
yes, indeed.
GGH
Yes.
playoffs. All right.
Yes. Crazy executions, crazy fights. It's all in here, guys. Let's go.
Yes. Yep. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully, you all join us on our next ROS 2023 GGH Playoffs live stream on Wednesday, again, August 2, 2023, 8 p.m. onwards.
Yep.
And once again, we are your casters. This is James.
And my name is MG.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.